everybody and welcome back. My name is Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called the Flower Patch. And at the Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Right guys, thank you for all your comments of understanding yesterday. I had to do some decorating. You know how your house every so often you feel it needs freshening up, and I knew, and I've been looking at it for weeks, and I knew that mine needed doing, not just one room, I think all around the house, if I'm being quite honest. I did the living room, and I had to do I wanted to do two of the longest walls that were 23 foot long. The other shorter walls, I think 10 foot long or probably 12 foot. But I didn't manage to get those ones done. Because the longer ones took several coats of paint. I didn't go any, bright yellow or anything like that. I just stuck to a neutral colour and went, I think, Dulux paint called Egyptian Cotton. That's all I did. You can barely tell that it looks any different. My son said last night in the dark it looked like a light grey, but it has got like a beige tint to it. So I just wanted to add a little bit of warmth. So I've got still the skirting boards to do and around the doors and things like that, which I'm not a fan of decorating. I'd rather be creating. But it needs to be done, guys. And on my busiest day on Friday, I can't get it in then. And plus, I've got to go out and, meet up with a dear friend concerning artificial flower arranging and maybe setting up a workshop together. So I need to go to that meeting. And again at the weekend, maybe I think I'm going to have to do it at the weekend. I'm not in at the moment very well. I've still got the pain in my arm. I've had to ring the doctor this morning to try and see if I can get in. It's been about going on, this is probably the 6th week now. And also I didn't sleep well last night. I thought I would after all the painting. But I started getting cramps in my stomach. I don't know. It must be my age, guys. But I think it's bloating or something like that. So my stomach is painful at the moment. I've had to go and get some meds for that today. So, but that's not going to stop me. I'm still going to be myself because when I'm busy, I don't feel pain. So today I'm going to do a little basket arrangement, and the basket I've got is this white basket, and I've put in two pieces at the underneath this one of foam, and then reef wrap on this one, and just attach them, as you can see, with cable ties through the wicker part of it. And also I've attached the one at the bottom as well and the one in the middle with cable ties just to keep them secure so they don't move. And we're going to do something in that. I've chosen some ribbon. Now the reason I've chosen green is because we've got a bunny rabbit. I've got a few now. I think I must have about seven or eight. And I've got these. They're a bit like, I don't know, rough, slightly rough and smooth texture combined. But I want to place this Mr. Bunny just on there. And I'm going to stick a pick up his body. Up his hind, up his tushy is going to have a little stick because there is a hole already in there. So I'm going to glue some a piece there and then stick him in the front. And I want to, because we're doing like purples and lilacs, I may want to put on him a little ribbon or bow around his neck. So, and then because I wanted a spring effect with him being green, I've chosen, which I may put a bow just under him, this ribbon what's got butterflies on, daisies, morning glory, and I think some irises, chrysanthemums, things like that, different floral on it. And I want to place that on at the bottom. So we'll do that slightly later. I haven't prepared that because I'm not sure how big I want to go. So I'm going to go through what we've got. Now I've picked out some scraps, some oddments and some new stems. So a variation. So if you've still got scraps and you're still not sure what to do with the oddments, this is how we're going to use them. Now I've got the dusted twined fern, that one's come out, that we're going to place in, and I want that for movement. I may place that around the edging of the basket. So I've got those. Now these were scraps that I had left, so I placed them all on new picks of just single stems of ruscus. So we're going to use those as well. Now these are scraps as well, just 2 pieces of our parfavolia. Now I can pull these off individually and place them on their own picks, and I may do that. So we've only got 2 pieces of those. I have got a fresh stem of our long-leafed boxwood that I've got out. I could cut individually down little pieces and place some of that in. It's beautiful, that. Really realistic. And I have got, now up to yet, I think these I got, let me think, from Temu, the boxwood and that. Now the parfavolia and the dusted twined fern from Lily Jades. And these I got from, it's a company called Titley's Floristry Wholesale. I'm not sure if you've got to have a business, established business for these, but I've got some, I think is it euphorbia? I'm sure it may be. So I got that from them. Now these I got from Lily Jades as well, some green berries. Because we were using green, I thought let's get some green berries in as well. So we've got those and they're new. Now I've got in here some dahlias. Some little baby dahlias with bits of foliage and some white seeds. That's where the white seeds come from when I did the other one the other day. So I've got those and we're going to use them in there as well. And not just in white, but I've also got them in like a pink stroke lilac. It's a combination. Some you see a little bit of lilac and some you see pink. So we've got those, and I think, oh gosh, I've had these a while. So I may have got those off Temu as well. Now this I got from Lily Jades. I found the rest of them at the bottom of the bucket, loose. So this is some grasses where they've got like, look like buttercups on them. So I've got those out and I thought we could incorporate those again for the grass. Bunnies eat grass, bit of movement. And I decided, now these, oh gosh, where did I get these? I'm not sure, guys, but you can get lavender anywhere. I've got lots of lavender, and I have, you know, I have had them. I don't really need to order them because I've got that much. So I must have had these about 2-3 years, guys. So that's how much I've got. Enough to last me again throughout all this year. Because I don't, some people just use it as a seasonal, but that is some lavender as well. Now they are 2 fresh stems. Now I've got in here some oddments, and only I think they're all oddments, been cut off the big stem. Some wild poppy in lilac. These from Temu, I can remember correctly. So, or you know, get those, have a look on there. They do a variation of colours, and I have got several colours. Now I have got out my green and white morning glory, because there's morning glory on the ribbon. So I've decided to get the green and white out. Again, I like to add a bit of white because it just makes it pop, you know, and brings it to life a bit more. And plus we have a white basket. So those, now you can get those anywhere, guys. You can even get them on Temu. I've seen them on Temu. Lily Jade does them in a bulk buy. I think I've just ordered some in a bulk buy. So all different colours. So you do get those as well. So that's what we've got for our project today. So I'm going to alter the camera. Now, just before I did it, I thought, do I just come back a little bit with the camera, or do it so you can see? But then it's concerning the height. The handle looks slightly wonky. But I'm going to have a look. I'm going to sit just the bunny rabbit there, because we will have things slightly taller than the bunny rabbit. So let's just have a look. If I come back, let's have a look. Maybe around there. So now let's put something up his body. I'm going to just cut at an angle on the bottom. I don't know how, well I do know how. If I place that in about there. I know where to cut it. You can place a pig up his body, do his operation. There we go. And then you can also, to hold him down on your basket, place a bit of glue with your glue gun just under his body to hold him down onto your foam. So just get your glue gun and squirt it around here to hold it down. He is heavy, so we want him about here. Mind you, he can go through the foam underneath, so give him a bit more support. And before I do that, let's have a look at a little bow. See, I do have silk. Will that one be too wide? I don't know, something's telling me that may be okay. So all I do, this isn't wired at all. I'm just going to cut He doesn't want a big bow. Oh, I don't know why I've got that out. Oh my gosh, we're back. Back to making silly mistakes. I will chop the tail ends. I just want enough to make a loop. I'm just going to do a normal bow that you tie your laces with. I want to try and get it so it's neat. I don't like, well, I say I don't like, sometimes I can't get it that neat. So let's just pull that through. I'm going to pull the loops tight to start with, and then we'll pull them shorter with the tail ends. That's all you keep doing, is until you're happy, just pull with the tail ends to the size of the loops that you'd like to see. I think a little bit more. Just keep playing around with it, because it will loosen slightly up as well while you're doing that. I think because of the size of his, I'm going by the size of his head and the top of his shoulders, how wide the loops look. And if he looks slightly silly. I think that's better. So and you can glue this as well. See, it's so I think I'm going to put a little dab of glue. Just to hold it. I've not got my glue gun on again. I don't put it on if I've got a feeling I more than likely won't use it for much. I can't get that out. I'm going to just put a dab of glue. Just on the bottom of his cable tie. Aye. And that's just to hold his, there we have it, just to hold his little bow or tail ends, that's the word, tail ends in place. So I don't need no more of that. I have got some quite a few silk ribbons, what I used when I did fresh flowers, so we'll keep those out. So let's decide. Right. Put quite a bit of glue on. I may have to oh my goodness. Oh, I hope again. Oh, here they are. I may have to get a floral wire just to hold him back a bit because there's not really much room. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and make a little bit of a hole through his ribbon around his neck because he's leaning forward because again he is exceptionally heavy. So if I just, instead of going all the way around, and all I'm doing is looping it around the handle and bringing him up and pulling. And then just twisting the cable like you would on your bow. And that just helps him stand up. This is quite wonky. And then I'm going to twist that back. Place him so he's looking offset slightly because I may want to place the bow just here underneath his little feet. So I call them hoppers because that's what he hops on. So I call them hoppers. Right, so now let's get in. Let's place our floral out the way. First of all, let's get in some of our dusted twined fern. Oh, I think that's my son going to work. He's on late shift. See you later. Yeah. What are you doing about your...
I'll get my own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, let's just, they do, you know, tangle up. So what I want to do with these is just like bring them down at the front so they're hanging. I'm going all the way round with elements. Got a bit of leaf cut. It's better. Yes, I think a lady yesterday said, oh, I hope you was getting a lot of brews, meaning coffee, while I was painting. Everybody was at work. It was all at work. So I was by myself. Usually I have the music on, but I just was in the mind frame to just crack on and get it done. And I finished around 7 p.m. last night. I was shattered. So my husband and my son has had, my youngest son who's just gone to work, he was at the football match or soccer match as you call it in the States. He is a season ticket holder for Nottingham Forest. He always has been all his life. So he was out watching them. So my other son and my husband, I treated them to a Burger King. In Burger King, I don't eat things like that, guys. Not that I've got anything against it. I just don't like burgers. And everything's burgers. I don't like mincemeat. My stomach or should I say my stomach doesn't like it. So I had just a quick salad. Thought, well, I'll just have a salad once I'd finished. I couldn't be bothered to cook. Do you get those days where you can't be bothered to cook? Right, I think one more. Let's bring one up a little bit. They do tangle, but I love them. I'm lifting some of them up instead of having them all hanging, to give that movement. So I've gone all the way around, as you can see. I don't want, well, I could place in, just placing the odd one at the top. So I'm going to go behind his body. Yeah, we'll bring one there. I'm just going to stick that in. Can't get it off. So I'm not going to use these. So I've got a few left to do even on another project. So I'll place those there. Right. Let's have a look. I'm going to cut. I wonder if they fall. Not very far. Just pull forward. And you could cut these in half if you want as well, because they are push-ups. I'm going to leave them because I want them to basically, you know, use like filler as well. They do cover up quite a bit. I'm just going to get some more glue sticks, guys, because I can see my pan is burning. It's like it's started to overheat. And we don't want that. I put quite a few in. They're not very long. They're only four inches. So I'll let those out. So again, let's manipulate. I'll place one at the back here. Let's push that up a little. I'll place those, as you can see, at the back. Place that one with that. So I was looking at, yeah, I'm going to stick this one slightly further up. So I'm going to keep that. It's only got 2 sets on, but I'm going to leave one where it's curved over, and I'm going to leave this one slightly curving upwards. And I want to sit them around, probably around here. So that's plenty with the stem. Let's have a look at the front. Gosh, I can't get a grip with my arm. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it around like that. Where's Let me get the bow done there. So if I've got the bow, now it is the 2.5 inch. So I need to see Mr. Rabbit just to see how long. So I'm having the tail ends all coming down. I think maybe 5 inch may be just right. Let's have a look at 6. No, it's 6. I thought it was going to be 5, guys. But just do a 1 loop on your bow maker or in your hand. Just place it at the side of what you know, like I am with the bunny rabbit. And you can see what, you know, looks better against them. I'm not doing masses of, you know, loops, because I just want a simple bow. I may just do 5 loops again. It's like the same. Oh my good gracious. I'll go slightly. I've done it at 6, so I'm going to go at 5.5 on the next 2 loops. It sounds like I've been on the beer or something. I don't even drink. Right. So I'm going to do 1 more, which is going to be in our middle. And I'm going to do that. 4.5. And then bring that down. Oh, it hurts my arm. Don't worry about that being over that side. It will come back over. Do I add? No, we'll just add 2. So that would be just all for our bow. Now, I don't know where I got this from. I really don't. Again, this is another one that I've had a while. Oh gosh, do you get that, guys, where you can't see where you've put? I'll find it. I'll find it. Right. Oh, it's there, look, right in front of my eyes. Right. So let's get the cable tie. And all I want to do with this is just, that will be in the middle, this one. With these two, I just want to do them plain and simple. So it just ends up like that with your two little tail ends. Oh, I could use that. So let's just pull it off. You will see a mark on the back where the two rods have been. That's your guide to say where your cable tie or pipe cleaner should go, because that's the central point. Before I tighten it, let me just manipulate this tail end onto the opposite side. And that one will go in the middle. Just a horizontal bow. And then pull tight. Now I'm going to wrap with the bow a couple of times around the wire, and then I'm going to attach this, what I've cut off, what we've placed up the bunny's body. So I'm gonna attach this. What I'm going to do is just, where's the flat piece? There, the flat piece, put a bit of glue on. Place it where the cable tie was. Let's move that one out of the way. And I'm going to just wrap one wire around one way at the top of the pick. And this is going to hold it in. Let's flatten it so you may be able to see better. Or if you've got the wooden picks where you've got the little piece of wire on, perfect. Or if you've got a pick machine. Now I've gone anti-clockwise as you're looking at it. Now I will go clockwise. Is it that way? I can't remember. No, the opposite way. Sorry, clockwise. Oops. Just give a little bit of, you know, force as you're pulling it. And then just fluff up your bow again on the front, and then you have a little pick for your bow. Now I want that look. To sit around there. Somewhere around there. That's where I'd like it to be. So I'm going to cut this pick. I'm just going to place a little bit more glue where the wire is. And just hold it down. And I want that. I may place this slightly offset, or should I say at an angle. I need to cut it a little bit shorter, guys, as I've just looked. Right, let's dip in our ribbon. I may place it there. I'm going to push it right in, because I don't mind if it gets slightly squashed. So that's what we've got, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that look pretty? Just with adding a little bow. I think it just gives that lovely little interest. And again, it doesn't have to be the sort of bow I've got. You could just have one with flowers on, or with a bit of greenery. So let's get these in. I'm going to bring one around the front area here, just to stick out. So it's got movement under the tail end. Let's get that leaf out. And then we're going to bring some around. I'm going to bring one up here. I can get it in. Bit of grass at the side of the bunny. Now, because I've got it quite bare at the back, I want to bring some here. I will incorporate floral at the back as well. So I do like to, you know, bring a little colour around the back. So let's get this, oops, slightly higher, just to start. And it's a good filler bush, that is. It's really, really quite, you know, good. I'm glad when I spot, you know, on Lily Jades that I got it. I haven't seen it anywhere else. But it is fantastic. And it's also got that movement. I'm going to bring one down there. So I'm placing them at the back. I don't feel that's gone in enough. Now we've got the odd one on single. I could bring that one up there. Maybe the only one. But we'll bring that up here as well. Add a little bit of different foliage. I've got 2 pieces left. I want to try and use these guys. So I'm going to bring one down here. Let's cut. I'm going to bring one right at the front underneath. See if I can get this one in as well. Let me get my old puncher out. For some reason, it's not going in. And this would look lovely as something even on your garden, for a garden, spring garden display. Not necessarily for Easter, even though it can be. But it would look lovely once Easter's finished on your garden. Just as some spring. I'll bring that one up there. Joyful springness. There. Right, I've used all those. I may not, I don't know about the ruscus. We do need variation of foliage. I'm not going to place those in. Right, let me, before we carry on with the rest of the foliage, let's have a look at our poppies. Now these are oddments, guys. Some are smaller than the others. And they're very wispy. I love wispy. So I'm going to bring one at the side of him here. I can get the stem in. It's very, very light. I can't get the stem in. Let's bend it over. Just make it slightly thicker. That's if you've got really, you know, really thin stems like these, bend them over. And just like a U-bend. That's all you need to do. I keep looking up at the light when I talk to you. Like a U-bend. You don't need to do it any other way. It's just give it a little bit more strength on the end. I'm twisting it to try and let's get that glue away. I'm still, they're really tiny. Oh, goodness. There we go. There we go. That looks lovely sat next to him. It's like his own little personal flower. So you can, you know, place a group of these. You don't have to just have that one by itself. You know, you can place in, I don't know, set of 3, set of 5, you know, or place several groups around the actual arrangement. So let's have a look what it'd be like for a set of 3. I just want to be careful because I've got the dahlias. I could bring those along the bottom because these are wispy. So let's get another one in. Let's see if this sort of like droops over. That's what I want to find, to look for. Yeah, well, sort. Got a littler one. Let's bring that. I'm just gonna bring this small one. There we go. Bring a bit of a floral on there where the bow is as well. So I've just done that. We've got our little cluster of 3 there. So now I'm going to start bringing, you know, or incorporating a few of the poppies around the edge as well. So I'm going to place one there. Just bend it up. Bend. It's caught on the and I'm going to again just carry on. I'm going to bring also some down, you know, sorry, but it just keeps catching. Bring some down here as well, down at the lower point. I don't just want everything with the floral up above. I always say, you know, bring your floral down as well, because, you know, that also helps make it look really, really pretty and, you know, unbalanced. Also, I keep looking at the light. Sorry guys, if I look if I look like I'm I'm going boz-eyed, so to speak. I'm not. It's just that I'm not used to having the camera up higher. I've lowered it, so I'm just naturally looking up above. I can't get that one. There we go. So I have that one hanging down there. Oh, I've pulled my nail polish off. I have on 2 fingers. Oh well. Now I've got the taller one. Let's take that. Now this is the one that I was, with it being tall, I was considering, but that's quite wonky. So I may snip that one off. And just stop and cut a bit of that, because there's nothing on that. And just have the 2. And again, place that. So we've got it like that, and I've got some 2 flowers left and some wispy bits. I'll place them around the back again, just to incorporate that colour. I'll bring, I always like to do is bring one slightly higher, and then I'd bring the other one down. I could even, you know, if I do it that way and bring it down here, because again we have got the morning glory and the other flowers to place in. So let me make a hole for that one. Yeah, because there's not really a flower on this side, because I placed the flower here so you can see that at the back, but there's nothing at all on the back on this side. Oh my gosh, these are so awkward to get in. I suggest, if you've got wooden picks or a pick, to place them on those, because they are quite tiny, the stems. So I think I'm going to bring this one maybe here. So let's see if we can get it placed in. Down at the bottom. So I've got the colour around the back as well. I've got these, I'll just stick these in. Let's take that bit off. Oh, there's nothing on there. So just clean them up if you see anything where they've got no leaves on or floral. Just clean them up and then pop them in somewhere. just to add a little bit of extra foliage. So that's what we've got. Doesn't Bunny look lovely, like he's in his own little garden? What a bunny's garden would probably look like. Now we've got these. Now again, we've got different pieces of foliage. There's only three of the dahlias, and then we've got 2 pieces of these, and then 2 of the eucalyptus with a bit of a flower on them. So let's see, because we need to bring a bit of white in around, because we've got a lot of purple. So I'm going to bring a white one in between the purple poppies. So let's just so you've got that white one there. Now, because I've got the morning glory, I may bring a white one down here under the bow and take them one round the back. So we'll do that, because the morning glory can go around the back. That's white. So I'm just lifting up. I can feel for the foam and push it. I can't get that in, so let's have a helping hand. Don't know why, that's quite a strong stem. There we go. So I've placed one under the bow there. So I'm going to bring one. Let's have a look. Yeah, down in this, around the central point here at the back. So we've got a bit of this, you know, this, the same shape of the flower is the front ones at the back. Even if, again, like I say, even if it's just one, I do bring it round the back as well, because I do like to incorporate what I'm placing at the front, especially if I'm doing this sort of a thing or a 360, just to give it that little, you know, that balance, that flow, that it's moved, you know, the arrangement's moving all the way around. So at the side here, I'm wanting to place something like this with the little roses. So we're going to do that with those as well. And because I'm placing those there, because they've got a different leaf, so it'll bring that variety again. If I use the other ones, they're very similar to the others, if you get what I mean, because they've got a little bit of spikiness on them, like the just a twine fern, and the other leaves have got spikes on them at the tip. These are rounded at the tip. So we've got those in. Now, again, you can pull these off, and with the others, and place them individually. I want to keep them as they are. I'm going to place one I'm going to, do I place? I'm going to place one at the back, or maybe both of them actually. We need a little bit more. I think we're going to start and get that, some of the ruscus or something in. Do I place that in the sun or around here? Just so it's got something that looks like a backdrop behind. Yeah, I'm going to place this one around here, so it's got like a backdrop, you know, behind the bunny's head. So let's do that one. Just manipulate them slightly. They can't really go too far because the stems are not wired apart from the main one. So that's those in. Isn't he lovely? Now that would make a lovely Mother's Day gift as well. In the UK, it's Mother's Day on March the 10th, I think, this year. Easter is April the 20th. Obviously Valentine's Day 14th. So if you don't know, guys, Mother's Day is March the 10th, Easter is April the 20th, and Valentine's Day is obviously 14th of February in the UK. So, right, I want to add in a few berries. If I can get them out. Oh, these are very pretty. I'm going to cut these in half. They're not push-ups either. So we get 2 berries and a bit of foliage on one. I don't want a lot of these in, I just want the odd ones around. So let's just have a look myself where I think some berries would sit lovely. I think that one would there. I'm going to take that leaf off because there's not a long stem. So let's get that one off as well. I'm going to cut these at a 22-degree angle. I think because I doubled up on the reef wrap, it's slightly harder to get the stems in. So let's go just there. Okay. See, I don't know if I'm hitting another stem. No. That's in. So I place that one there, as you can see at the bottom. And I'm going to place that one there. I've got glue all around my hand. So we'll place that one. And you'll see these ones as well at the back. So I'm wondering. I'm going to place one more in. But I'm going to place this one coming down here. So then I've got my triangular position. I looked at it without the 3 and I knew there needed to be another one to make it, you know, at the front to make that triangular position. There's no good placing it at the back because it wouldn't be seen and it'd still look odd to me. So I've got to place in another one. Just for peace of mind for me as well. It's better. Much better, guys. Now you look now with the 3. And the berries are the same colour as what he is. So I'm not going to use any more berries. Because again, I don't want to do what I've done on the front to the back. You know, not everything. Oh. I've got this leaf that I've just pulled off of the berries. So I'm going to pop this in. Just randomly. There's, you know, again, waste not, want not. Want not, should I say. Right. Let's hold back with those for now. I want to get in the lavender. I love the smell of lavender. What? Get 7 of these on this bush. So again, I'm gonna want one sticking up at the top. I always like to incorporate everything with a bit of height as well. And you can bend these stems, they are wired all the way to the top. I'm just going around with these. We'll bring some around the back. And one down at the bottom at the back as well. Just not as grown as the others. Right, do I actually want those? I don't know whether I want those yet. Let's try the Morning Glory before I add any more lavender. Let's grab a handful. I love Morning Glory. I just like the shape of the flowers, like tubes of, well, bells. Right, let's get one up here. And I don't mind using some of these as depth as well. You know, that also makes it look pretty. And adds to the actual arrangement. I'm just as well as just spreading these slightly around. I've just got them in a bunch in my hand, what I've cut down. And I'm just going around and placing them in. Bring that one. I think we're going to have to, yeah, we want around the side. Maybe just there. Back. At the back of Bunny. I think maybe bring some at the bottom here. Under these, let's put some in a little bit deeper, if I can. I can't. Let me put a new pick on that. Oh my gosh, this is where it's hurting. I think that's where I've caused pain for myself. Is the when I place new picks, the pulling and tugging. Just pulled those flowers off. That's one flower back on. Let's get the other one on. Right, new pick. So I forgot where, oh, at the bottom. So let's just get one under the bottom. Why won't it let me go in? Right. Need something. I've got. I don't want no more. There's enough of those in White Morning Glory. I'm just checking these are still on raffia. Now these are the same. You get the 3 dahlias in pink or lilac. Then you get the 2 bushes of each of the seeds and then the flower. I'm wanting, let's just make sure. Yeah, I think that was. I'm wanting to place the seeds under here, the dahlia at the bottom, to fill that gap in there. Because there's a gap. The white dahlia sitting by itself, not doing nothing. So I'm going to place that in. So let's just lift up. Spread them around. I think we could do with I keep hearing somebody shutting a door. A car door. It's like they're going in and out of it and opening and shutting it. Not that I'm nosy. I think I'm going to use one of these as well to bring, I will go to the back after, but to bring down here for greenery. That comes on a full stem. I don't want, there's no push-ups on these guys, unless you cut one of those off at a time. I may do that. And I may put it on a new pick. Something slightly longer. do the same with this one. Place this one on another pick. I could use those two parvavolias, but they're not long enough to go under there to reach the foam. So I want a bit of greenery just to place under there as well. And then I think that front is done. That's just that. And then do one this side as well. And then we've got the bow. And then I'm gonna place then here just this at the bottom, and then that's the front done. Then we can move then on to the back, and again we can still see Mr. Bunny. So let's yeah, so that's the front of it done. So now we're going to go to the back. So whatever we've got left, I don't know about those dahlias, I may incorporate them. Place two at the back and leave one at the front. I may do that. Have a look. Yeah, let's do that. Stick that one higher up. So we've got them then like that. Now because we've got these and these, I've got the seeds here, so I'm going to bring those around there somewhere. So I'm going to place these up here. Again, to fill in this side area where I can see there's a gap. I'm going to use these parfavolia. I'm going to keep them as they are. And I'm going to cover that area and use them as depth. And that's just going to hide that little bit. And I'm going to do the same underneath the Morning Glory. Let me just get my hand. So now we've got, and I'm going to do the same, but with this one, I'm going to bring this one down at the bottom as well, underneath the dahlia. I don't want the back as busy as the front, because you're not really going to see it unless you're placing it on a table. But I would ask my customers that in advance, you know, the where it's going to be situated, because, you know, so then I would have an idea of what to place where. Let's just push that a little bit more. Doesn't it look lovely at the front? I'm not going to place in these, the ruscus. I don't really think we need them. I think all I'm going to place in is this other euphorbia. I don't want that one. And then that would be really it, guys. Oh, and some more of these lavender. And let's just take a few off. Oh, let's use them all. Why not? Why not? So we're going to use that. I may use that as one. I don't want those leaves on it. There's nothing I can do with those. So we've got those. Right, so I'm going to place this again. Underneath. Let me just cut it. Just underneath here at the back as well, like at the front. And then that will be that, guys. I need to see where my foam is. It gives me a general idea on where to cut my stem. So let's intermingle. Right, I'm going to place some lavender just here because this area is truly irritating me. It's like something's missing. I've still got the other. Should I use? I may bring that there. And then just add the odd bit here. We've got two left after this one. Let's get one up there and placing. I'm just scattering these around, guys, where I feel that it looks like it's needing one. And I think here. So, I don't think there's anything else, no. So that is our project completed, our tutorial finished for today. A beautiful spring basket arrangement. Again, just remember, if you're having things in clusters, give them a little bit of space, you know, like I've got the poppies here. I've placed things in between the poppies, so the poppies aren't just 3 of them basically look like they're stuck together, unless that is what you desire. So I've incorporated little other, you know, things like this, the miniature dahlias, and a bit of wispy grasses in there as well, just to sort of like break, not as much break it up, but part them a little bit so they're not as close together, but you can still see the cluster of the poppies if you just sit in there. And again, what I have on the front or up here, I incorporate at least the minimum one of them down at the bottom. But what I've got on the front, whether it's a different tone or shade of colour, I will bring it around the back. But that is only my, you know, how I've been taught, you know, how I've been taught to balance your arrangements out. You don't have to have as much as what I've put at the back, but because it's quite a big basket, if I'm being quite honest, it's a 10-inch basket, so it's quite wide. And then just sitting your little bunny rabbit on top, sitting proudly. I think they're lovely, these. I've got a purple one, but that's just straight. You probably, I could have used that, but I was dying to, it's same, you know, stuff as this one, but I wanted the green. So, and as well, I've used the green berries because he's green, and it's the berries are the same green as what my bunny rabbit is. And I've also used some foliage, what is a very, you know, very similar tone to what the bunny rabbit is, but I've also used foliage that isn't, you know, lighter foliage. I've used yellowy tones in the foliage, like the buttercup one and the grasses, and then some darker, you know, get a variation of tones of green for your foliage, you know. So if you just put all, let's say, lime green foliage in, you know, it's sort of like you wouldn't know where to look. But if you placed in different kinds of foliage and different tones, it's more pleasing to the eye, in my opinion anyway. And it also, you spot it more than you would if it was all the same tone. Don't get me wrong, some all the same tone is lovely, you know, but that's if you're doing a very basic arrangement where you want it really quite simple, just one foliage and one flower, then that's fine, you know. But something I'm on about something like this. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And you know, and also just add little bits of spiky things like that stick out from your arrangement, instead of it all being rounded. Bring a bit of spiky things like that. I brought the lavender for the movement, You know, I've got these just a twined fern. I brought these into it for that movement, so it just doesn't look like a dome, a flat dome. And also you've got these little spiky seed things, wispy seeds as well. They move as well. And place them, don't just place them around the bottom, place them at the top, basically around, you know, so it's got that, it looks more like a garden effect than an actual just a dome, compact dome feeling, unless again if that's what you know you require. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and sorry again about yesterday, but I've still got painting to do, and my arm is hurting. So, but it doesn't stop me doing my work. I'm not one of these where I will have a week off because I've got arm ache. It's not, well, I wouldn't say it's just arm ache. It's a bit more, I think it's a bit more serious than that for it to last 6 weeks, guys. So I've decided I've made the appointment to go and see my doctor. So, and then obviously the painting didn't help doing this, you know, so, and I'm right-handed as well, and it's the right shoulder that's hurting. So, and last night I woke up in pain, you know, with the cramps in my stomach. I only put that down to bloatedness for my age. I don't know. But that doesn't stop me from working. So again, if you don't want to do it in these colours, guys, and you want to do it in like yellows, you know, a sunflower yellow or peaches, or creams or pinks or reds, you know, or purples like I've done. Anything really, anything springy colour, you know, or just whites or anything like that, then give it a go. And if you haven't got one of these bunny rabbits, don't worry yourselves, guys. Get a bunny rabbit or even something else, if it's, you know, a little duck or something like that, you know, or a little doggy that you could sit in the dog in it as well, you know, to go on the garden and place it on a wall or something in the garden for springtime, or you could place it in your entrance hallway, you know, on the floor at springtime, or on a little table in your entrance hallway, or maybe in your window in your living room. It doesn't have to be outside. It is an arrangement that can go in or out, you know, or even as a gift for a lady who's just given birth to a spring baby. There's an idea for you. Anything like that. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I hope that you're going to give it a go. Please subscribe, share and like, and have fun with it and enjoy, because that's what this is all about. Enjoyment, relax and enjoyment. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. All the best. God bless. I love you all, and please keep your comments coming, because you know me, I love to chat. Anyway, enough waffling now, guys. I'm gonna go. So I'm not going to be doing any more work today. I'm going to go in and make myself a sandwich. So I'll see you tomorrow. Love you all. Bye-bye. Oh my good gracious me, that was terrible. Let's watch the cables. Oh, I've caught it again. There's the bunny rabbit. That's that material. I don't know what you call it, guys. It's like a velvety sort of material. It has got eyes. I was looking for them. Now, where is it? Can you see it there? Just there. You see the ring for the eye. And there's our poppies. And there's our little dahlias and our buttercups with grass and our lovely berries, our dusted twined ferns, some foliage that was on the dahlia stem, and this as well, our beautiful lavender, our morning glory, our euphorbia. Let's have a look around the back. Oh my gosh, I've just knocked it over. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and some more seeds and things like that again. And the poppies, you see them there. Oh, yes. And the long-leafed boxwood. I had to think then. So that's it on the back as well, guys, with a 10-inch basket. So I hope you had fun and you're going to give it a go, especially to place on your garden. Now hopefully the nicer weather is on its way. Let's stick that up so it's giving it movement. Oh, one moment. I'm picking now. So anyway, guys, take care. I'll see you tomorrow. All the best. I love you lots. Bye for now.